Hi everyone, this is John Dickinson from MotionWorks, back with another tutorial for Boris effects. In this short tutorial I'm going to show you how you can use BCC 3-way color grade and BCC film glow, both from Boris Continuum Complete 8, to rescue a clip. And the clip in this case is this one right here in the timeline. You can see it's quite dark and it has quite a strong blue cast. So what we're going to do is going to color correct this, then we're going to use film glow to give it a really nice filmic glow. So first of all, with the layer selected, I'm going to come up to Effect and choose BCC 8 Color and Tone, BCC 3-way color grade. Now with BCC 3-way color grade, we're going to save this shot by doing an inside and outside color correction. Basically what that means is correcting the foreground separately from the background. And we can isolate the foreground from the background and grade them independently by using the keyer that's included with BCC 3-way color grade. We'll get to that in a moment, because first of all we want to grade the foreground. Down here under Inside Lift Gamma Gain, you can see 3 spheres. Now first of all is Gamma, that controls the midtones. You can see, as we said, this has a strong blue cast, so we want to move away from blue and towards yellow and red. So I'm going to just click my mouse about halfway between the edge of the sphere and the center point. And you can see already that's making that shot look so much better. Now, clicking is a fast way to move the crosshair, but you can also drag. And this is actually quite a precise way to move it. And you'll get a real-time preview as you're dragging. But I'm pretty happy with about halfway. Now, lift controls the shadows. I'm going to take the shadows about halfway towards yellow. Okay. And gain controls the highlights. This time we'll take the crosshair about 1/3 of the way towards yellow. Okay, so that's really brightening up that shot. Now underneath each of these spheres, you have 2 sliders, and these control the luminance. You can use the upper slider here or the lower slider, and they both do the same thing, except the lower slider allows you more control, giving you more precision. I'm just going to just slightly increase the brightness by using the lower slider. Okay, now let's increase the overall exposure. I'm going to lift that up by 1. Okay, looks pretty bright, but we're not finished yet. You can see that the collar is pretty oversaturated, so I'm going to drop the saturation to -10. Okay, so that's the foreground done. Now we want to grade the background, or the outside, and first of all we have to create our matte. So I'm going to come down to Key Mode and choose Invert, 12 down Key, and I'm going to switch Base Key on to HSP, which is Hue, Saturation and Perceptual, and I'm going to choose a key color. Just choose this blue. And I want to view the matte, so under Render, I'm going to change Render with Matte to View Matte. Okay, so there's the foreground or the inside, and there's the background. I'm going to increase the hue threshold to about 25, and just drop the saturation threshold down to about 22. Now I might just adjust that key color. Just going to bring the R down, which is going to help. As with any keyer, it's always a balance of settings to get the matte looking just right. That looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to now render with matte. Now we have the background isolated, we can go ahead and grade it. So I'm going to twirl down outside correction, and here you can see we have the same 3 spheres. Now I'm going to take the gamma about 3/4 of the way towards red, and the gain just slightly towards yellow and red. Just to adjust those highlights slightly. We can leave the lift as it is. And to finish this off, I'm going to drop the saturation to -50. Now it really desaturates that background. You can see how it hasn't affected the foreground subject. So nice to be able to isolate the foreground from the background without using masks. Keep in mind though that you could actually use the power mask included with this effect if you needed to. You could create a power mask and you could track it within the effect. But using the Kia seems to have done the job, so it's nice to have the choice. Okay, so to finish the shot, we're going to add the Filmic Glow using BCC Film Glow. So from the Effect menu, I'm going to choose BCC 8 Film Style, BCC Film Glow, and that's a very strong glow to start with. Let's just knock back that intensity, take that back to 40. And what we also want to do from the matte layer is choose the layer itself as the matte. Now we've got something that looks pretty much what we had before, but with a beautiful glow over the top. Let's just change the glow color to a blue. So we'll change the red to 0, the green to 112, and now we've got this really nice rich blue. And you can see how dramatically that's changed that shot. Very nice. Okay, so that's Boris Continuum Complete 8's 3-way color grade with Boris Continuum Complete Film Glow. Two effects that work extremely well together. For now, this is John Dickinson from MotionWorks for Boris Effects. Have fun, be creative, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.